And now his thunderbolts would Jove wide scatter, but he feared the flames, unnumbered, sacred ether might ignite and burn the axle of the universe, and he remembered in the scroll of fate there is a time appointed when the sea and earth and heaven shall melt, and fire destroy the universe of mighty labour wrought. Such weapons by the skill of Cyclops forged, for different punishment he laid aside. For straightway he preferred to overwhelm the mortal race beneath deep waves and storms from every raining sky. And instantly he shut the north wind in Aeolian caves, and every other wind that might dispel the gathering clouds. He bade the south wind blow. The south wind flies abroad with dripping wings, concealing in the gloom his awful face. The drenching rain descends from his wet beard and hoary locks. Dark clouds are on his brows, and from his wings and garments drips the dews. His great hands press the overhanging clouds. Loudly the thunders roll, the torrents pour. Iris, the messenger of Juno, clad in many-coloured raiment, upward draws the steaming moisture to renew the clouds. The standing grain is beaten to the ground, the rustic's crops are scattered in the mire, and he bewails the long year's fruitless toil. The wrath of Jove was not content with powers that emanate from heaven. He brought to aid his azure brother, lord of flowing waves, who called upon the rivers and the streams. And when they entered his impearled abode, Neptune, their ancient ruler, thus began. A long appeal is needless. Pour ye forth in rage of power. Open up your fountains. Rush over obstacles. Let every stream pour forth in boundless floods. Thus he commands, and none dissenting all the river gods return, and opening up their fountains roll, tumultuous to the deep unfruitful sea. And Neptune with his trident smote the earth, which trembling with unwonted throes heaved up the sources of her waters bare, and through her open plains the rapid rivers rushed, resistless, onward, bearing the waving grain, the budding groves, the houses, sheep and men, and holy temples, and their sacred urns. The mansions that remained, resisting vast and total ruin, deepening waves concealed and whelmed their tottering turrets in the flood and whirling gulf. And now one vast expanse, the land and sea were mingled in the waste of endless waves, a sea without a shore. One desperate man seized on the nearest hill, another sitting in his curved boat, plied the long oar where he was wont to plough, another sailed above his grain, above his hidden dwelling, and another hooked a fish that sported in a leafy elm. Perchance an anchor dropped in verdant fields, or curving keels were pushed through tangled vines. And where the gracile goat enjoyed the green, unsightly seals reposed. Beneath the waves were wandering nereids, viewing cities, groves, and houses, dolphins darting mid the trees, meshed in the twisted branches, beat against the shaken oak trees. There the sheep, afraid, swim with the frightened wolf. The surging waves float tigers and lions. Availeth naught his lightning shock the wild boar, nor avails the stag's fleet-footed speed. The wandering bird, seeking umbrageous groves and hidden vales, with wearied pinion droops into the sea. The waves increasing surge above the hills, and rising waters dash on mountain tops. Myriads by the waves are swept away, and those the waters spare for lack of food, starvation slowly overcomes at last,